Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Oh, Canada.
What a special treat we've got today.
This is going to be a very silly video.
Yeah.
Informative, fun.
We were sent this beautiful bottle right here by a friend of the channel, Canadian Chris.
Thanks, Canadian Crisp. I said crisp. I'm only giving it away already.
Now, Chris sent us this bottle, and it's beautiful, and we'll get to the bottle in just a second. But he packaged it in such a way to ensure its safety as it came to us. He surrounded it in bags of crisps.
I am so excited.
I've never seen anybody do something so ingenious with their packing, and we decided what better way to taste this whiskey than by tasting it against all the different flavors of crisps that he sent, because you know, these Canadian flavors, very different than what we can get here. And if you are a Letterkenny fan,
you'll know they did a whole episode on the best crisps. All Dressed won, if you watched that episode.
I think
Spoiler alert. And I want to see if that'll win today.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will get to the crisps in just a minute. But first, let's get to the whiskey, because we're a whiskey channel, kind of.
Sometimes.
This is Lot 40 Rye Whiskey, Dark Oak, 100% rye. And this bottle is 96 proof, which is pretty solid for Canadian whiskey. We don't see a lot of that. And this is one of those bottles that we're starting to see here in Oregon. I think it's only available in 4 or 5 states in America. So we're feeling very special and chuffed. Lot number 40 Dark Oak is twice barreled in new oak casks, first in a number 2 char barrel for notes of caramel and vanilla. We like caramel and vanilla.
We do.
And then finished in a number 4 char barrel for depth of flavor and a bold finish. And then
like
it says
a bold finish.
You do like a bold finish. And then it says all that again in French, which is
very Canadian.
Very Canadian. Well, there you go. Thank you so much, Canadian Chris, for this bottle. I'll put it on my mantle and celebrate it always.
Yeah.
For you Strange Brew fans out there, which we just watched.
I was going to say, you got a little Canadian accent going.
Did I?
Yeah.
How about that?
Just a little bit.
We're going to do a proper tasting on this, and we're taking it seriously.
Totally.
As we tend to do.
But we're also going to have a little fun, and we're going to eat a few chips or crisps
or some crisps along the way.
Whatever you call them.
We don't do a lot of Canadian whiskey on the channel.
Though lately it seems like we're all in on Canada.
Well, the Alberta Premium Manhattan, the cask strength Manhattan was great.
I do kind of wish I was wearing a hockey jersey right now. It feels appropriate for this instance.
We don't have any hockey sweaters.
We do not.
That's a shame.
I guess I should have called sweaters. See,
we
already off the boat. Kicked out of the rink.
Kicked out of the rink.
The nose on this is spectacular, by the way.
It smells great, yeah.
It smells like wonderful bubblicious.
There's a bubblegum-tastic note here.
I get a nice grape note on the nose, which is not something I normally say.
That's unusual.
And there's a little bit of a wine, like a wine aroma to this as well. So I don't know if it's like tannins or what, but that's kind of what I'm getting, which is, it's very unique.
That seems part and parcel to the grape to me.
Oh, good point.
Well, let's get to this.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It is a rye, by the way. I think you said that, but
100% rye.
As I was drinking it, I was like, this is rye. Ooh,
definitely
nice.
Rye. It's nice. I like an elevated proof on a Canadian whiskey because most of what we get here is 80 proof.
I'm getting a really nice apple spice note on this. So I'm feeling the apples, but it's almost like it's the fall and, you know, you're mixing in a little bit of that cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah. Well, I'm wearing a flannel today. You know, Canadian style. And you know what the color of this flannel is? What is it? Apple cinnamon.
Oh, perfect.
So maybe it's just an associative thing.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, I like that. Good vanilla, slight oak. It's not particularly viscous in any way. It drinks a little bit cool.
I would agree with your cool note, but I think that there's a nice coat on the tongue here. It does hang around on the palate. You did say vanilla, and that's the prevailing, lingering flavor I'm getting on the palate.
Yeah.
I like it very much. There is something medicinal about it. The knock that I have on this whiskey so far is that it reminds me a little bit of cough syrup. Not aggressively, just a tiny hint. But it's enough that it's a distraction to me.
Well, I'm going to need to dig in deeper on that, but I'm going to need to clear my palate with one of our first contenders for the best Canadian chip.
That's a great idea.
It is the dill pickle.
Dill picklers, huh?
Yeah, the dill picklers.
All right, and you can hear we're crinkling right into the microphone. That's just Bourbon Van
So that
style.
should be perfect for the sound. Oh, I grabbed just a bunch.
It smells a little pickly.
Chips. Cheers.
Crisps.
Crisps.
Those were really salty.
Salty and vinegary. They don't necessarily taste like dill pickles, but because they're chips.
There's a brine up front.
But there is definitely some brininess that you get like as you're eating them. Like
Yeah.
the aroma of them, the powder stuff, whatever they put on chips. I don't know. Salty brininess.
MSG, I guess. I don't know.
Dang, I like these.
Dang, I like these.
Yeah.
Bourbon Van approved. Yeah, that's a tasty crisp.
I've never had a dill pickle Lay's before.
Dill picklers. Very
Yeah.
tasty. Thanks for the introduction, Canadian Chris.
Let's see how this whiskey tastes now.
All right.
Better or worse? Let's see. I still like it.
I still like it too.
It tastes like apple cider to me.
The char came through from the barrel that time. A lot more caramel notes from the char.
Ooh.
That's nice.
The vanilla really kicked in at the end. Did you?
Everything's ramped up a notch.
Chips.
How about the salty, crispy snacks?
I love it.
Who's next?
So we've got the salt and vinegar,
Okay.
which we do have here in the States.
Do we?
Salt and vinegar chips? Oh yeah, people that I work with are like obsessed with, or at least at my old job, they were like obsessed with salt and vinegar chips.
What happened to the people at your old job?
Well, I quit that job and they're probably still eating them.
Very fair. Yeah, it also smells like vinegar.
My knock
Smells a lot like the dill picklers.
my knock I'm gonna have about this already is that I'm not a big vinegar fan.
Okay.
And this is, I think, predominantly vinegar. Still good. Can you go wrong with snacks?
Snacks? Sure.
Just in general.
Yeah, there's some lousy snacks out there.
These are actually pretty good.
Not every snack can be at combos. I love combos.
Oh, gross. Those are
You see?
like the vomit snack. Like every time you open up a combos pack, I feel like it's like you're back in grade school where like a kid would throw up in the hallway and the janitor would just throw that stuff on top of it and leave it all day.
Who was your janitor?
Don't you remember that? They put some like weird powder on it.
I remember the dust, the sawdust stuff that they would
Yeah,
use to.
and then they would just leave it. I mean, I'm sure
They'd
picked
leave it? How long would they leave it for?
I mean, I'm sure they picked it up within like a few minutes, but the smell was just
Draw
appalling.
a chalk outline around it.
Yeah, it's like this could be you.
All right, I'm going back to the whiskey.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why we're here.
Still smells like Canadian rye.
That tasted like Christmas right there. The salt and vinegar chips brought out all of like the nutmeg and the cinnamon and the anise and
Yeah, all the Christmas spices. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know if those spices are in here, but it tasted a bit Christmassy. Almost like the Manhattan we had the other day.
Let me run an idea past you.
Yeah.
This in your eggnog.
Oh. Yeah.
Right? I think it could be good.
Ooh, yeah.
Bourbon Van, way off the rails. What's the season? What is it? It's
April?
April.
It's Easter time.
Sorry, everybody. We are way late on our
If you're
holidays.
looking for eggs, we're talking eggnog. Exactly. If you're looking for eggs, we're looking at eggnog.
You're talking Easter eggs. We're talking eggnog.
Yeah.
Close enough.
All right. Our next chip, which I will say, we went to Canada last summer, and I was most excited to try this chip because I'm a big ketchup fan.
You're a ketchup freak. Let's call it what it is.
When people take a dab of ketchup, Julie takes a pool of ketchup.
Yeah.
I love ketchup.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law actually told me that he puts ketchup on his eggs. And I said, ew, that's disgusting. Why would you ever do that? Tried it. Not disgusting.
Where is he from?
England.
Yeah, multinational here on
Yeah.
Bourbon Van. No wonder. All right, let's have a look at these. I remember not being the biggest fan.
Yeah,
of
I
this.
remember it was like my biggest disappointment in Canada.
You know who likes this flavor?
Who?
Peach Coke. If you follow us on our live streams, you'll know.
Look at the color though. They went all in. It is red.
smells like an American barbecue chip.
I ate those first 2 chips like I forgot that it was on camera. I'm just shoveling them in. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more demure with this one. This does taste.
Tastes like ketchup.
It does taste a little bit like a barbecue. There's a charredness to it. It tastes like you're outside, the grill's going, but you have your hot dog ready to eat, and there's, I don't know.
It tastes like dried ketchup. Why do I know that? I don't know. That's not my favorite. Yeah, see? What was that?
Yeah. You said dry ketchup. Ooh. I took a bigger bite, which is why you have to do that.
It's tangier than I remember.
It's the same thing where
It's in my teeth.
I want chips to be more savory. Mm-hmm. I want them to be super salty. I want that to be the hit. Like, I want the saltiness to be the number one.
Yeah, I want a
And
net
in this,
punch
it
of
is
salt.
definitely the ketchup. Not my favorite.
I'm gonna not rank this one at the top so far.
I am interested to see how this changes the flavor of the rye, though.
Oh yeah, let's find out.
This is a real scientific experiment we're doing here.
Absolutely.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, if you want to be here for all the whiskey unseriousness, this is your channel. If you want seriousness, go to almost any other channel.
Literally anybody else. Yeah. Oh man.
That did change the flavor of the
Vanilla
whiskey.
flavor is huge now. The presence of that vanilla is enormous.
Black licorice is what I got with eating that ketchup chip. It doled out all the other flavors, that apple cider, all the Christmas spices that we were getting, everything that we've gotten prior. Whatever that combination was, brought out, like, I was eating those grandma candies that you get, you know, like, there's like a red one and a black one, and it's the black licorice. It's like about that big. Grandma candies.
Grandma candies. That sounds like something the marketing team came up with. I just got boatloads of vanilla, and I love it.
Wow. We're on different
Fantastic.
pages.
So this Lot 40 Dark Oak, changing dramatically with each and every crisp. Mm-hmm. What's next? Is there just one left?
So this is the all dressed.
This is also a Ruffles, totally different type of chip.
Oh, you're correct.
This has ridges, as
You're-
Ruffles are wont to do.
For those who don't know, all dress is a combination of everything, not just the ones we've been eating, but like all the chips, basically.
There's
All
a
the
lot
flavors.
more than what we've been into
I
here.
don't know, I'm guessing there's like sour cream and onion and that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, it tastes like a barbecue.
I was gonna say it tastes like a mesquite chip.
Yeah. A little smoky, a little sweet. I do get a little bit of the ketchupiness, like that part of the barbecue.
Yeah, careful how you say that.
Ketchupiness? Ketchupiness? Oh, Philip.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh, I like that one.
That's tasty.
Yeah, we should get that here. Because I could never choose. That's good.
All right. Well, I got a lot of the seasoning on my fingers here, so let's get to the whiskey.
I'm glad we reviewed the whiskey before we started doing this.
Oh, it tastes like apples.
It's delicious.
Not even the cider; it just tastes like an apple.
Gosh,
like the
this
flesh
is
of a red apple.
Very pleasant drink.
It's a very nice whiskey. Yeah, and it coats well enough, and it has enough flavor to offset the flavor from the crisps.
So if you've made it this far, you may be asking, what's the point of this video? There is no point.
There's very few of you that made it this far. Let's be completely honest.
But give me the stats on Lot 40 because it is really delicious and I do want to take a serious note and talk about it. I've had a few Canadian ryes and I've liked them all, and this is no different.
Yeah, I think that this one kind of stands up a little bit to some of the other ones that we've tried. First off, at 96 proof, that's fantastic. It's a nice, easy sipper, but at the same time, it's bringing plenty of depth and flavor to it. And so 96 proof, and it's non-age stated, so we don't really know, but this bottle locally sells for $60,
Okay.
which is...
It's up there.
It's up there, yeah. Taste-wise, flavor-wise, I think that this is very, very good. It stands up to some of these other flavors that we've enjoyed today. It has a nice mouthfeel. It's viscous. It hangs around. I don't have anything to dislike about it. There was that one little tiny note of maybe it tasted a little bit like a cough syrup, but it was a tiny hint. And since then, I haven't detected that flavor again. So
Right.
there's a lot to like here. And I think that this whiskey, if you can get it, if you're a Canadian whiskey fan, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of salty snacks,
All of these are delicious.
yeah, and all the more reason to look at this Lot 40 Dark Oak. So I suppose what I'm really saying is, A, I like this whiskey, and B, I like it with a salty snack, and I think that everybody should try that.
So do you have a favorite crisp?
I think this is going to surprise you because I'm a guy who likes simple things.
Sure.
And
that's why you chose me.
No, you are very complex.
I am very complex.
So salt and vinegar definitely appealed to me. But there's something about the dill picklers.
I love the dill ones. They're so good.
Is that your pick?
You know, I want a chip that's going to be worth the calories. And for me, that all dress is where it's at.
That's it?
Yeah, I just like there's a little bit of the sour cream and onion in there. I feel like there's a little bit of a barbecue mesquite in there. I get all the satisfaction of the chips without having to like pick and choose my way through the smorgasbord of, or however you say that word, of chips.
I think you did great. Either way, this was a really fun day. We want to say thank you so much, Canadian Chris, for
thank you so much.
all the flavors that you introduced us to today. We can't wait to explore more of this bottle, explore more of those crisps.
I'm going to eat them all tonight.
And hopefully we get to make our way up to Canada once again in the coming year and discover some more flavors. So let us know in the comments, have you tried Lot 40 Dark Oak? What do you think of it from wherever we are?
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.